were for their own kinds of weapon to figure out in a very strategic way paano ba nila pipigilan itong si De Castro, or at least make up for the lack of height that they have against that big of a player.
And that's both teams getting ready for the championship match. Let's go back to our other leg champions. And this time, who will be the leg 4 champions for this WMovement 3x3 Premier?
And the last leg, it was the Wapis, no, who escaped with that championship. Actually, si Afril Bernardino, si Jan De Castro, they were also present in our last Elite Invitational, then another event hosted by WMovement. So they're not strangers in this kinds of environment, no? Literally not strangers, because those last two were also held in the same place. But then again, papasok din yung experience din ni Afril tsaka ni Jan. If itong Team Dawn, they come out with a win, I'll consider that as an upset actually. Considering, again, yung caliber na dala nitong Lady Sailors is different. Nothing is impossible actually. Even though may dalawang Gilas players itong Lady Sailors.
And we'll never know.
Yeah, so anything's possible talaga. Team Dawn has those instruments.
Even if, and then with Team Dawn, again, you have Jen Angeles, Agnes La Rosa, and Peña Flor. And these players are also veterans. And to start this ball game, it would be the Lady Sailors getting the first possession as Bernardino gets the first point.
And it's not surprising that Bernardino will want to start this game strong.
Miss La Rosa, what a great move. Great pass to her teammate, whoever was short for a time.
And that's what I was talking about, no? Itong si Jan De Castro. You know, Agnes could have put that shot up if it wasn't for De Castro, no? Grabe yung defense na pino-provide niya, yung intimidation na nabibigay niya to their opponents. It's really evident.
And again, Antiquera scored for Lady Sailors. Missed that 2-point shot. However, went for that rebound and got the shot. And an answer again by Peña Flor to tie the ball game.
And those will be the types of shot that they will need. Again, they are the much more smaller team. Let's take another look. They're the much more smaller team. As this Jersey Haven instant replay, we can see on our screens. Again, they are the much more smaller team. What you want to do is hit the shots from outside, because that is the shot most convenient for you.
And for Lady Sailors this time, it would be Siapok. However, it was too strong for that 2-point shot. Team Dawn now with the ball. Angeles to Peña Flor. La Rosa, too short. Rebounded by Peña Flor to Agnes. Too short. Lady Sailors for 2. Almost there, but wasn't able to get it. And here's De Castro. Losing the ball. Team Dawn gets it. Agnes. Agnes for 2.
That is big. Again, you're the much more smaller team. You can see the difference between De Castro and Agnes. But Agnes and this Team Dawn squad just capitalizing on those open shots.
Answer from Bernardino, but it was too strong. Agnes again, looking for a teammate. La Rosa for a drive. No good for that drive. Here's De Castro. De Castro back to Antiquera. And the foul was called against La Rosa.
That'll mean 2 free throws for Antiquera. And actually, I don't think that is a smart foul at all. because you could have just let her shot from deep. It's much more farther than the free throw line. So obviously, kung pinatira mo na lang, mas mahihirapan pa siya. But now you give her a chance to shoot it much neater. And not to mention, she made the first one and makes the second one as well.
2 out of 2 for the Lady Sailors. But good thing here is mahaba pa yung oras. So there's more time to recover. And again, speaking of recovery, here's Team Don La Rosa. Yun naman yung gusto natin. Yung bumabawi siya after that bad call earlier. And again, for Team Don, here's De Castro. Passes the ball to Agnes for 2. Lady Sailors now up by 1.
Kiara just again showing what she can do. And obviously, if you're the Team Don, you have to do something about that. Again, you already have that disadvantage of not being the taller team.
And what an answer by Peña Flor to lead her team up by 1. And here's De Castro going up against Peña Flor. Rebounded by Bernardino, was called for a foul.
And Afril relatively quiet after her first point in that opening bucket. And again, her team will need her. Of course, I think she's the most skilled in this matchup, or maybe in this whole WMovement leg for. She's a national team player. She has the height. She can handle the basketball. She can shoot it as well. So her team will need what she does best. She'll just play good basketball.
Shot clock violation for Team Don. Again for Lady Sailors, Antiquera already with 5 points. And Peña Flor on the other hand for Team Don with 4.
What a recovery that time for Antiquera. That ball almost went out of bounds. And that hustle came a very, very long way. And now they're up by 1.
Agnes to Peña Flor to Angeles. Bernardino for that hard layup. Gets it. Lady Sailors now up by 2. Team Don getting back.
Team Don just putting up a fight right here. We saw that difficult finish from Afril. As we can see right here, 2 defenders in front of her, but she still makes it. But on the other side, a recovery by Team Don. So just great recognition by them. And another example of forgetting about the shot clock. That is crucial.
And they weren't able to recognize the shot clock for the Lady Sailors. And with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left for this championship game, Team Don still looking to tie this ball game. Bernardino with the ball, passes to Antiquera. Back to Bernardino, too short. La Rosa now with the ball. Passes to Angeles. Angeles to score, gets a foul.
Again, most of the time it's really just a smart option to get that foul. Because let's take a quick look at this one. Or maybe it wasn't. It depends. that time it was much farther than the free throw line. So I think it's just logical to just let her shoot from that area.
And Angeles wasn't able to convert that free throw. Still Lady Sailors up by 1. Bernardino. And an out of bounds play for the Lady Sailors. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left for this championship game. Here's Team Don. Team Don looking to score. No good for Angeles. Antiquera for 2. Too short. Bernardino was there. Gets it. Lady Sailors now up by 2. Answers. La Rosa answers but couldn't score.
The Lady Sailors now with still a 1-possession game. Actually make that a 2-possession game. Now have a little bit of cushion kahit papano so that they can breathe, they can relax. But again, let's take a quick look. Bernardino, that great
That was a quick layup.
Fake handoff just came a very long way.
Fake handoff and then a layup. Make that.
However, Team Dawn is still alive in this one. Again, just great job for them capitalizing dun sa space na binibigay ng depensa.
Angeles answers with a 2 and a foul is called on Angeles this time.
The intensity of this ball game just leveled up, even though we have still a lot of time remaining.
I'm expecting it to be this intense since it's the last game. It's the championship game also. So both teams would really want to get this championship.
Yeah, no one is really coming off with a large lead. I think the biggest lead in this ball game was 3 when Afril hit that fake handoff and that layup.
And good thing with this Team Dawn, they easily can recover even if Lady Sailors gets to score.
And actually, I think that they found a solution to how to contain itong si. Actually, they haven't really contained itong si De Castro, but I think what makes up for their lack of height is their shooting. They've been able to find the bottom of the hoop numerous times, and hopefully they can do it in a consistent rate.
Here's Brillante. Wasn't able to get that shot. Passes it to De Castro.
And again, they've been able to defend itong si De Castro at least a couple of times. You know, make her work hard for her points.
3 minutes and 10 seconds left for this game. A foul is called on De Castro. Agnes will go to the free throw line.
And the one thing that Team Dawn has against De Castro is the speed. No, itong si De Castro, she's really big, but of course, she's much slower than Team Dawn.
No good for Antiquera. Agnes to La Rosa. La Rosa to Angeles. Angeles looking to score. Gets a foul. And Angeles will go to the free throw line.
And another chance to tie the ball game up. Again, that is an ill-advised foul coming from Antiquera. But however, good news for Team Dawn. They have the chance to tie this ball game up.
And Angeles ties the ball game 12-all now. De Castro all alone. Wasn't able to get it. What a steal by Agnes. Agnes now against Bernardino. Agnes needs to take a shot. No good for Angeles. Bernardino to Antiquera. That was too strong. Angeles takes that 2-point shot. Team Dawn now leads the game.
And a little bit comfy lead for Team Dawn. Again, still a 1-possession game, but that's what you want to do.
Agnes. Team Dawn now with the ball. Angeles again from downtown.
And now it's a much more comfortable cushion for them. Again, it's more than a 2-possession game. They can finally burn some clock. They can finally take their time, and not to mention the pressure
They
is
have-
on the hands of the Lady Sailors.
That was a shot clock violation for the Lady Sailors. And this time, Team Dawn now leads with 4. They have to take this. Still no good for La Rosa. And this time, a foul is called against Team Dawn. On your screens, the back-to-back shots from Angeles. Angeles with 8 points for Team Dawn. And the timeout is called for both teams. This timeout is brought to you by Secret Fresh. Again, we would like to thank our sponsors, Gideon Footwear, New Lalaan Trading, JMG Life Touch Trading, Katiga Sports, Connection Bistro Cafe, and DACD. Back to the ball game with 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Bernardino with a spin move.
Again, if Afrin is picking a time to really explode, the perfect time is now. They are down 2 possessions. And again, we are entering our final minute, so the pressure is on the Lady Sailors.
13-16. With 1 minute left for this ball game. De Castro wanting to recover. What a steal by the Lady Sailors. Here's De Castro again.
And again, that's the beauty of having Jan De Castro. The height is really just impenetrable.
And this time, Team Dawn is just up by 1. And a foul is called against the Lady Sailors. Angeles will go through the free throw line.
That is crucial again, and that is such an ill-advised shot. Ill-advised foul rather from Antequera. And yun yung nagiging sikat ni Antequera ever since kanina pa. She has been, or both teams actually have been really giving unnecessary fouls to each other. So it kind of equalizes things, but still, we're now in crunch time.
Although Angeles wasn't able to convert that free throw, and that would be big as they are looking. Bernardino. And they are
seems to be an argument
complaining.
right here, yeah. Seems like the ball did not hit the rim, no? And they're arguing that it should have counted or traveling violation.
But it would stay with Lady Sailors since no one was there to steal. Nine seconds left for this championship game. Lady Sailors versus Team Dawn. And we are tied.
And it's Agnes taking a seat.
Here's Bernardino for an and one play.
What a play from April. Again, I was saying that her performance during the first couple of minutes was underwhelming, but now let's take a quick look. The composure in that shot, just a beautiful attempt. Tough shot. Good defense, better offense, that's what they say.
And if Afril gets to complete this free throw, again, they are up.
And that is it. What a close
One.
game.
And the Lady Sailors get the win, the championship for the WMovement 3x3 Premier Leg 4.
But still,
What a game.
yeah, still props to Team Dawn. It's just a 1-point victory from the Lady Sailors. They put up a fight and they made, again, the national team players, they gave them a hard time. So the fact that you gave Filipinas women's players hard time, that is such a flex.
And for our Secret Fresh Best Player of the Game, it would be no other than Afril Bernardino. What a clutch
Yeah, that last shot
basket
really,
for Afril.
yeah, that really secured her being the Secret Fresh Player of the game. And I think when you just hear her name, you just really associate her with just, you know, really high basketball caliber, elite basketball player. And it's I'm happy to see that in this type of tournament, she still dominates.
You can see really the veteran move with those move that April showed.
Yeah, the experience comes in, no? Like, she has faced different kinds of people, different kinds of countries in her experience in being the national team.
Different tournaments already.
Yeah, 5-on-5, 3x3, you name it.
And she stayed composed.
Yeah, she just continued to do what she does best, to play good basketball. And again, I'm not surprised actually that she got that secret, or I'm not surprised that actually she eventually had a good game and exploded.
April Bernardino with 8 points. Antiquera with 6. De Castro with 1. De Castro with 2. And Brillante with 1. Make that 17 for Lady Sailors against Team Dawn. And now we head on to the awarding ceremony for the WMovement 3x3 Premier Leg 4.
Yeah, it was a crazy journey. Of course, we started 11. No? A lot of games played. A lot of players here attended. Of course, just just happy and really inspired to see that a lot of people support women's basketball in our country. Of course, we all know that the sport is really initially dominated by men, but it's happy to see that a lot of people coming here in Beacon Hope, just uniting as one and showing the support for Philippine women's basketball. And of course, happy to see then that national players coming here as well, providing that inspiration. And as we can see in our screens, our third place, if I'm not mistaken.
Bites and Teas team. Bites and Teas composed of Stephanie La Rosa, Hannah Evangelista, Wiz Duazo, George Panty, and Ruby Portillo.
And let me give a quick shout out to Stephanie La Rosa again. Whenever her teammates struggled, she was the one to really just carry the load, step up, and I'm really happy to see that they will go home with an award. Kahit paano, kahit third place yan, still going home with an
And our
award.
third place receives a 3,000 also.
Yeah, 3,000 pesos still. Malaki pa rin yan. At least you're going home with something after spending hours. Napapakapagod ka. And again, congratulations to Bites and Teas for winning the third place.
And for our second place, who gave Lady Sailors actually a hard time during that championship game, it would be the Team Dawn, composed of Jen Angeles, Angel Agnes, Micaela La Rosa, and Bettina Peñaflor.
I'd consider them underdogs actually in this tournament who really overachieved. When I saw them play initially, I wasn't really... They're the flashy team, or the flashiest team at least. You know, they struggled, and almost all of their games were actually very near. But still, they managed to get that second place, and most importantly, gave the players who had 2 national teams in their team a hard time. So, still an achievement, really.
And Team Dawn also received 5,000 pesos. And for our champions, for our WMovement 3x3 Premier Leg 4 champions, this time, it would be the Lady Sailors. Lady Sailors composed of Tin Siapok, Trixie Antiquera, Ja Brillante, April Bernardino, and Jan De Castro.
Yeah, just a round of applause for these women. Again, just really dominating. Of course, si De Castro with the presence inside. Si Antiquera provides that shooting. But Bernardino, all-around effort, all-around player for her squad. You know, nothing you could do with a team like this. They can really do anything in the court, you know. They have shooting inside, outside, ball handling. Just really unstoppable, and no wonder, unquestionable kung bakit sila mag-uuwi ng 10,000 pesos in our contest.
And our champion team with 10,000 pesos, and they complete they are actually adding to the champion teams that we have already. For leg 1, we already had the La Filipina Blue Fire. leg 2 with Kengs. Leg 3 just 2 months ago. It was Wappies, and this time it would be the Lady Sailors. And for our MVP, it would be no other than Afril Bernardino.
And I'm not wondering actually, it's really obvious, no question. I think, unanimously, siya naman ang MVP talaga. She really did everything, and her level of eliteness is just above the roof. Congratulations to Miss April Bernardino.
And again, we would like to thank everyone who watched and supported us all throughout this event.
We would also like to thank our really hard-working production team for providing us a very good coverage nitong WMovement 3x3 Premier Leg 4. And we're just happy to be able to be part of this event. And I'm really happy for the community of Philippine women's basketball.
Again, our sponsors, Titan, Jersey Haven, Gideon Footwear, New Lalaan Trading, JMG Life Touch Trading, Cantigo Sports, Connection Bistro Cafe, and DACD. And again, this is a WMovement 3x3 Premier Leg 4 presented by Secret Fresh. This has been Hannah Lirazan together with Chop Pangilinan. And we would like to say thank you once again and good night.